Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most awesome videos. Yes. In front of us we have the Accinouter. This is HY-018WB. It's an AM/FM weather band portable emergency radio I picked up from Amazon. You can get this radio for around 18 to 20 bucks on average. Here's the box, solar crank radio with flashlight and reading lamp. Here's some bullet points, FM/AM NOAA weather band radio, LED torch and reading lamp. Yeah, some cool stuff we'll go over. Pretty basic brown box. I've seen a few of these, but you know, good radios coming up. Let's go ahead and open this up, see what we get in the box. We get cable. We got a radio bubble wrap, which I like to see. And I think the box is empty. Rhyme there a little bit, huh? Okay, so let's see. First, cable, always. They supply us with a USB charging cable. This is to charge the radio and also to charge devices. So there you go, USB micro. Nice. Good to see the inclusion of. We also have the instruction manual. There is your long model number I gave out, HY-018WB. Yeah, so it's pretty basic. In this little manual, they mention two battery types. It actually has a 2000 milliamp hour battery in there. I know that because I opened it up. And I'll show you some pictures in a moment. Here's some radio operation. Pretty basic thing going on here. I don't think there's anything else really I can go over as far as what we're going to touch on. There you go. There's some frequency and some weights. That's actually kind of interesting there. And waterproof level IPX3. Well, it probably is. Don't expect much water resistance on this radio. But there you go. There's a little bit of specs there for you. Care maintenance, USB port charging. Okay. So yeah, pretty simple manual, pretty basic radio. Let's get at the radio here. So it comes in bubble wrap, which is nice. And what we're going to do is it's going to get lost on my tablecloth, red on red. So let's go ahead and bring in a wonderful prop, my piece of cardboard here, paper. This will work out really nice to see the color. Yeah, that looks really nice. I like that. Red and black. Cool color theme right away. I love it. So let's go over dimensions. It's 5 3/4 inches across, 3 inches high, and a case depth of 1 7/8 of an inch. So almost 2 inches in depth. So it's like a little brick. Yeah, a little brick. So let's do some size comparison here. So we can get this on frame. Gotta bring this up a little bit. We have a C-Crane CC Skywave. Here we go. Give you an idea for size. All right. And then we have a CC Pocket. Again, for size, to give you an idea what these devices look like. And of course, I have the ever popular Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He can do it like no one can. So yeah, that's what that card looks like. And I always think it's cool. It's flat on this side, which is nice. You can take a rubber band, one of those Ranger bands, and wrap it around there, and you get yourself a deck of cards with your radio. You know, you never know how long you're going to be without power or what you're doing, so always need to have some entertainment. There you go. All right. So let's talk about the features of the Accinouter. I think I'm saying that right. HY-018WB. So on the left-hand side here, you'll see the name, Accinouter. I like that name. It's kind of cool. You have an LED lamp. The LED lamp is rated at 1 watts, they say in their information on their website, on the Amazon link, which I'll provide below for this radio. Below here we have a red LED flasher lamp that actuates when you hit the alarm setup where it sirens and flashes that light. The plastics are like a soft touch, but it's kind of like a silicone style. I don't think it's rubberized. I think this is a better coating. You're not going to have to worry about it getting sticky over time, which is good. Front here we have our dial. We have the weather band. We have the FM 87 to 108, and we have AM 520 to 1700. Tuning indicator light. We have a battery status or battery charging light. So if we cover up the solar panel, you can see that light goes out. So it is charging the internal battery, which is nice. We have a 3-band select switch FM/AM weather band. We have a tuning knob here, which is actually very easy to tune, moving it back and forth. You have a nice white indicator there. It's pretty easy to see where you're at. We have volume on off knob, and we have an alarm and radio switch. So I'll actuate the alarm right now. So cover the speaker. Flashes that. This is probably about a 90 decibel siren. Not bad. And the speaker is about a 2-inch speaker, so it definitely has some throw to it. Bottom of the radio, you'll notice there's a little tiny switch for the lithium-ion battery inside, which is that 18650 cell, which is rated at 2000 milliamp hour, or the AAA battery, the dry battery compartment there, which is nice. So you have 2 different battery options, which I find very good on an emergency radio. Always good to have that option. Okay, so to the right-hand side, you notice we have a little jacket here. Pop that jacket open, and there's 3 things behind it. We have a headphone jack, which I used. It actually sounds pretty good on the headphones. Of course, you can have low-level hiss on an inexpensive radio like this, but it actually sounded pretty good. The one item you're going to have to watch for is the volume. It's very touchy. It goes from nice, low, and middle to high very quickly. So watch your ears and be careful as you use the volume. So start out low and go very slow. There's your input to charge the radio, the USB micro in, and of course we have our USB charge out, which is really nice. This is very loose fitting, so don't expect much water resistance there. That's probably why it's IPX3 only. Okay, there's our carry strap, which is nice and robust. That's nice, you can hang it on something while you're listening to the radio. That's a very handy feature. I love it. Top of the radio, we have the switch for the lamp. Like I said, this lamp is rated at 1 watt. We'll turn off the lights. It's kind of daytime when I'm filming this, but we'll turn off the lights while I'm doing the audio check, and you can see kind of the brightness a little bit. And there's another lamp in here too, and I'll show that to you in a moment. We have our antenna. Our antenna extends out to 9.5 inches. Yes, it's a very weak antenna, but it actually did very well on my FM reception. We'll talk about that after too. Here is our solar panel. It's nice to have a little passive charge. It's not enough probably to charge the battery full in a day, but at least you'll get some charge on the battery. If you're just using the radio, probably enough to keep it going. This is our reading lamp, so I'll show you how this works. There's a little lip here, and you just pull this up. Oops, I'm hitting the switch at the same time. Let's get this in camera. It's tight fitting. There you go. Light actuates on, and we have a reading lamp. Very nice. And you can actually just go like this, because they made the front of this radio flat, and there's no bezel there to get scratched, which I think is really nice. And then you can, do some reading or play some cards. It's a pretty bright lamp. I like it. How long it lasts? I don't know. I'm thinking of quite a few hours. I'm going to guess anywhere from 8 to 10 hours on these lamps on a full charge battery. Okay. Go ahead and just close that up. And as you can see, it turns off as soon as it gets to the bottom there. There we go. All right. So I think I covered that top part, the back of the radio. There's a lot of features on emergency radios. Makes it fun. We have our dry battery compartment. 3 AAA batteries go in there. So you get your optional battery. Always important because that internal battery could die one day, especially when you need an emergency. And here you can rob some remotes, batteries out of the remote controls, and put them in there, and off you go. Here's our Dynamo crank. It's actually really nicely made, easy to hang on to, easy to turn, and I can tell I'm really generating some power because there's some resistance here. And you can see the charge light comes on as I'm turning that. I don't like using dynamos, but this one here I think will do a good job, especially when it's charging a lithium battery. I actually prefer that style versus the nickel metal hydride battery ones. This is actually a nicer setup. All right, so what else we gotta go over? I think that was all the features. Let's go ahead and talk about FM reception, and we'll do an audio test. The FM reception on this was really good. We had actually okay to good. It came in with 50 stations, which I was surprised in that little 9.5 inch antenna. Yeah, pretty amazing. I couldn't believe it. The FM sounds very good. The speaker really has some good audio. This 2-inch drive speaker sounds really awesome. So you'll love your FM on this radio. It's out of the park as far as that goes. But it's an average rating of okay to good because it's only found 50 stations. But the FM selectivity is rated good because the DSP circuit in here locks on those stations nice and strong, and it doesn't fade out. So you will get some great reception with the FM. So that's it in a nutshell. So okay to good. So it's an average FM radio. AM is a different story. I get about 3 local stations, which I'll show you in a little bit. Before you go to the audio test, let's go to just see some pictures of the inside of this radio. Yes, I took it apart and I took some pictures. So let's go ahead and look at this first picture. This first picture shows the 18650 cell. It's actually glued into the side there, and it has a cable that leads off there and plugs into a board. So it's pretty much non-serviceable there, but it shows you it's protected. There's no writing on it, but I do believe this is a standard 2000 milliamp hour, and that's what they say on their description, on the item description on Amazon. Next picture here is the Ferrite antenna, and you can see the measurement there. The interesting about the Ferrite antenna, it's in a bad placement, and there's solder joints underneath that are sharp and actually have stabbed into the coil. So I don't know if they've ruined the coil and why I only get local stations, but I'm guessing that's probably why. And its proximity to the power cables there, as you can see. So definitely not a great location for this antenna, and probably why it suffers on the AM, which we'll talk about. Okay, back to the radio. Let's do a audio test. Turn it on here. Get some radio Todderbert. Whoops, I'm tuning it. Yay, that's fun. All right. There we go. So we'll run this for about a minute or two. Amazing sound. Okay, an idea for the audio there. Pretty cool. Let me just go ahead and turn this stuff off here. Turn off my transmitter. Okay, so the really cool thing about this is I got this on sale. I forgot to mention at the beginning. So yeah, it was like 18-20 bucks. They had a coupon. You know, Amazon has these coupons now, which is awesome. And a lot of these suppliers run them. This one was on a 49% off coupon. So it was like $18.88 and then coupon was 49% off. And I got it for like $9.80. So this thing is worth $9.80 totally, without even going to the AM band. So yeah, pretty awesome, pretty impressed with that. Another feature I wanted to show you, you know, I don't usually do this, but the cool thing is with this charge out, with this being so inexpensive, this is like a $9 power bank. That's why I look at it like, and it's, you know, with a bonus of having, you know, the radio and stuff. So you can actually, that's what I think is neat. A lot of you guys have TIV-DOs or want one of these, you know, the FM AM shortwave radio. And since this lacks on AM, you could just hook this up. You could hook up your micro USB here. And I'm just seeing if I can do it without having to undo all this cabling. And then you can just plug it in your charge out here. and then it'll start charging. So right now, well, it's fully charged, but it'll actually charge your favorite TIVDO radio. So you could have these together too, which I think is pretty cool. And then you have the best of both worlds. You have your NOAA weather band, which is great, and you'll have your shortwave and good acting AM radio here. So, I mean, for $9, yeah, this works out really good for a power bank, and I would definitely recommend it without even going to final thoughts. But yeah, there's the cable they give us. So very neat. I'd show it to you. That's what I'm going to do with it. I was thinking about that. I'm like, that'd be a great setup. Keep those two together. Both inexpensive radios. They work out and they kind of complement each other. So yeah, let's go ahead and turn it on. Let's go to weather band. And then we'll probably hit the FM since the AM's kind of weak on this radio. So again, this antenna is pretty small, 9.5 incher. But was surprised how well it brought in the stations on the FM band. Okay, it's a little scratchy here till we get to our right station.
The latest stage is 12.6 feet at 11 a.m. Wednesday. Flood stage is 13.0 feet. Bankfull stage is 12.5 feet.
So upstairs I was able to get 4 stations.
Flood watch from the National Weather Service.
But I think I can get a couple down here.
The National Weather Service in Chicago. For the complete Chicago metro area weather, northeast Illinois, including 8. The winds were south at 15 knots. As breezy south winds and high waves develop.
Very cool. Now the weather band goes backwards here. If you look at the numbers, start out high and they go low. So just letting you know.
Including some streams over their banks. Additional rainfall will occur this evening, some briefly heavy, and scattered Calumet Harbor, Illinois to Gary, Indiana. Okay, so pretty simple, but very good reception on that. So let's go to the AM band to show you what's going on there. Yeah, it's pretty poor. But again, for $9 radio, I'm not going to cry about it. And pretty much I'm going to be listening to NOAA mostly with this radio and use this as a power bank and probably go FM. So the FM sounds really good on here, which we'll touch on real quick too. Let's go ahead and tune this AM band and show you what I'm talking about. Put this down. I'll bring it back up for the FM in a second. Okay. So we're going to tune this. Bring this down a little bit. Going on down. Yeah. Downtown. Okay. So the antenna, as you saw in the pictures, runs this way right here. So you kind of have to... It's got this little tick in there from the circuit. And if you don't fix those areas, and that's why you should come to FM.
But only noticeable on the AM, not anything else.
We also offer a fairy one. It's a good shirt. It's a good shirt. Yeah. Sports. TV.
References to the 90s.
Yeah, exactly.
Graphic tees.
Mostly sports. But, you know, good t-shirts. I'm just saying.
I color my own hair. This is Madison Reed. I'm Amy Errett, founder of Madison Reed, the company I named. So some warmth in the Chicago area, 49 degrees right now.
So I just showed you 670, 720, and 780 local stations of mine in Chicago.
Police officers filled the gym at Woodstock North High School today for the funeral of the McHenry.
Oh, I'm getting more than I thought. I tried to pass the loop on to see if it would help, but it didn't really help much. Digital noise. That's about all we're going to get. Okay. So yeah, not super great, but you know what? In a pinch, you have your AM band, your locals at least, so that's not a bad thing. So let's go ahead and go to FM. Just go to the bottom. Again, $9. I'm pretty excited about this FM with this little 9-inch antenna. Now I'm downstairs, which is notoriously a bad spot for me because I'm sub-level here. FM gets blocked quite a bit, but we're going to see what we can find on FM. So I'm going to lay this down here and tune away.
And we don't have any agreed upon basis for ethics. So they're teaching people to have positive.
interviewed many of the patients.
Or not there at all. Right. Why is the father thing so important here?
Yeah, so just...
Became nature's most paradoxical creature. Adam, welcome back to 1A.
Hi, Joshua. Nice to talk to you again.
We also welcome your questions.
Jesus Christ. John chapter 1, verse 12. As many as received
the FAA that the president announced just within the last half hour or so, 40 minutes maybe, that's saying that all these planes, 737 MAX 8.
I've lost.
Voila, check in with me and do your job.
Wieczne radio, Polski FM. Wiadomości.
Hi, this is Dennis.
Don't stop. There's
Think it's sweet. Deals this good are only at Metro.
Mencioné como si...
As you can see, it's tons of stations coming in. I'm just laying this down. This little 9-inch antenna. It's really good. Pretty impressed by it.
53 are moving well, so is Route 390, 80, 80, 94, 65.
Decyzja ma związek z drugą w ciągu 5 miesięcy katastrofą.
Okay, there's our FM scan. All right, so go ahead and turn this off here. Okay, so let me go ahead and just retract this antenna. I think we covered most of this. So yeah, it's again, cool flashlight. We'll do some final thoughts here. The final thoughts on the Accinouter, I think I'm saying that right, HY-018WB AM/FM weather band portable emergency radio from Amazon. Like I said, anywhere from $18-20, typical price, and on sale. Like I got it for $9 something. So go get it for $9. It's definitely a deal at $9. At $18 or $20, it's kind of like, it's a good deal if you're not going to use AM much. If you're not an AM listener and you're like, hey, Todderbert, I just want FM. It sounds pretty good. I want weather band. Sounds pretty good. I want a nice flashlight. I want a nice power bank. And you want a reading lamp. I thought that reading lamp was a nice touch there. And then the headphone jack, which is nice. You know, it's a good thing. Power out, of course, everything. All of them have that. But the ability to charge out with that lithium battery is a big deal. And having the optional dry storage, you may be like, that's perfect for me at $18. I'll take it. And I'd be... probably wouldn't argue with you on that. There are some radios that are close to this price range, have a better performing AM band, and they have the similar battery inside. There's a lot of competition in that space. That's probably why these are on sale, just a guess. So, I mean, there's those ones to look at also, like the Tiemahuns and that, the FS. I'm trying to remember which one it is. I'll put a little video up here of it. You guys can check that one out. I think that one's about $20, and it's got a really nice flashlight on it also. So just different radios to look at, but I really like the color scheme. I think it's really nice. Has a decent sounding speaker. That's really a bonus. Didn't expect it on this radio. So it's more of a radio versus emergency only. So that is kind of a neat thing. So overall, yes, it gets a recommended buy from me at the $10 mark for sure. That's the jump on that deal. If it's still there, go for it. I mean, you'll love it. And then at, at $18 or $20, it's kind of like a, yeah, maybe. It's a maybe buy. Compare, see what you like the most. Look at some of my videos, go through my emergency radio playlist, see what ones are on this price range if you like them. Like I like the Slave for you, and I'll put a link up there for that too. It's a good radio, but the only thing it lacks, it doesn't have a reading lamp, it doesn't have solar charging. That might be a thing for you, it might not be. So just want to put that out there. Alrighty guys, well I appreciate you watching this video. If you enjoyed the video presentation of this radio, give me a big like, I appreciate it. 2, if you're new to the channel, you like emergency radios, you like this type of radio, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of future. I like my emergency radios. I feature a lot of them on this channel, as you will see, and I like to go through them. You don't do any formal testing with the discharge rates or, how many cranks it take to charge it up. To be honest with you, in emergency, just pack extra batteries. That's the big key right there. Because a lot of times you just don't have the time to be sitting there spinning the thing around, waiting to, do some music or some reports. So drop the batteries in and go. But typically I'll imagine that, spinning this thing around will give you, 5 minutes of radio for, a minute of swinging the dynamo and probably about, a minute of light. So just to give you an idea, it's not super efficient, but it will get you by in a pinch. So that's what I would say on that. Let's cut off my tangent again. And of course, 3, comment below what you think about the Accinouter. I'm going to say it wrong. The Accinouter HY-018B. 018WB. Would you buy something like this for yourself? Let me know. All right, guys. Appreciate you watching. We'll see you next episode. Take care and goodbye.